Today, the Commons will vote on Kim Leadbeater's assisted suicide bill. This bill makes it legal for doctors to administer or supply lethal medication to patients intent on taking their own life. If it's allowed to pass, Britain will have embraced the same doctrine that drove many of the regimes of the 20th century to commit the worst crimes imaginable. From the Aktion T4 program in Nazi Germany to the Great Leap Forward in Communist China, the publicly stated objective was always the same: the elimination of suffering. And as you probably know, the collective body count numbered in the millions. At a very superficial level, the elimination of suffering sounds like a noble goal. Nobody enjoys suffering, and nobody wants to see their neighbours and loved ones suffer, especially at the end of life. But suffering is an unavoidable and necessary part of life, and any attempt to eliminate it always simply displaces it, and often makes it even more intense. Think of it like covering the end of a hose. The water doesn't just disappear. The pressure builds, and eventually the water must escape by some other, unpredictable, destructive means. A healthy society has a well-integrated relationship with suffering. It does not fear it, or avoid it, or seek to eliminate it, but rather respects it and embraces it, recognizing it as part and parcel of human existence. Suffering gives us perspective. It puts us in touch with our fundamental nature. In religious terms, suffering brings us closer to God. Yet modern Britain has forgotten this, and we cower before the prospect of discomfort. The suffering that will visit a society like ours, one that tells people that all that matters is their own individual freedom and comfort, one that commodifies human life, that turns life and death into a simple calculation, will be immense. We need only look at Canada to see what comes of this policy. Since its legalisation in 2016, assisted suicide now accounts for almost 5% of deaths every year in Canada, and there are countless appalling stories of coercion and abuse. In Britain, this would equate to around 30,000 deaths every year. This bill is irredeemably flawed, unworkable, and unsafe, and the British public must intervene before it's too late. Click on the link below to send a message to your local MP asking that they vote down Leadbeater's twisted bill. Your email may be the one that tips the balance. Britain is heading for dark times, but this particular catastrophe can still be averted, and it's up to us to make our voices heard.